Sodom and Gomorrah, said to be destroyed by the wrath of God. But what burned them to ash was not God's anger. It was the money they loved so much, the lowest land on earth, water 10 times saltier than the sea. All around, only sand, rock, and death. In part 1, we saw the earthquakes that shook this land. In part 2, the sulfur fire that poured from the sky. Beneath their feet slept underground gas ready to ignite, and deeper down, a vast fault line, a ticking time bomb. But isn't it strange? On this land of death, so hostile to survival, why did the ancients build such magnificent cities? The answer lay in money, beyond imagination. The Dead Sea is the lowest land on earth. Into this vast sealed basin, water only flows in. It has nowhere to escape. The burning sun evaporates it each day, leaving only concentrated salt. As a result, its water grew about 10 times saltier than the sea. Not one fish, not one blade of grass could live. A truly dead sea. Add the killing heat and the earthquakes and gas we saw before. No worse place for humans to settle could exist. And yet cities rose here, and kings ruled. The key to that mystery was floating on the water's surface. One ancient day, great black masses rose to the surface of the Dead Sea. Risen from deep underground, this substance was bitumen, a black, sticky, naturally occurring material of the earth. To us, it's just cheap stuff for paving roads. But in the ancient world, this black substance was truly black gold. It sealed ships from leaks, bonded bricks as strong glue, and even healed wounds as medicine. But above all, the real reason it became money lay elsewhere. It was the mummification of the Egyptians. To those who sought to preserve the dead forever, this powerful preservative was essential. And the Dead Sea's bitumen didn't need mining. It simply floated up, scoop it by boat, ship it to Egypt, and seize a vast fortune overnight. This land of death was, at the same time, a land flowing with money. Where great wealth flows, those who would seize it all always gather. Over the Dead Sea's bitumen, neighboring kings waged bloody wars. Remarkably, this is recorded even in the Bible. In Genesis, kings split into sides and clash, and that battlefield was a valley near the Dead Sea, full of tar pits. The reason kings fought to the death was, in the end, this black gold, and many archaeologists point to 2 cities as the heart of that trade, Sodom and Gomorrah. They believe the reason these desert cities grew so rich was this very bitumen trade. This is also why Lot, Abraham's nephew, chose Sodom without hesitation. It was a land of plenty, well-watered, overflowing with money. Lot saw only its splendor, but what ground that splendor stood upon, he failed to see. The people of Sodom and Gomorrah never looked down at their feet. Rising bitumen was proof of flammable gas and petroleum packed beneath, a land like a giant barrel of oil set upon a fault line. The very black substance that made them rich was the fuel of the disaster that would devour them. And at last, the moment came when that time bomb exploded. The ground split, gas erupted in flame, and sulfur fire poured from the sky. A lifetime's riches, the glittering city built by black gold, all turned to ash in an instant. The fall of Sodom and Gomorrah was no mere legend. It was the price of ignoring nature's warning, chasing only wealth while blind to the danger below. Black gold brought them riches, but it was also the curse that led them to ruin. The glittering cities are gone, yet their story has reached us across thousands of years. Reaching to hold one thing, what did they truly lose? Blind to the ground collapsing below, what are we running toward today? Riches return to dust, and splendor turns to ash. But the gaze that watches over it all remains, then as now, unchanged. From its ashes, Sodom asks us this: what are you building your city for?